Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a table with Elementor. Now, Elementor does not support tables, or they don't have table feature at this moment, but we can install a plugin for that to help us to achieve it. So let's look for Essential Elementor. And here we can find the Essential Addons for Elementor. We're just going to click install, and after the installation has been completed, we can click on activate to activate the plugin. So it's going to work perfectly out of the box. We don't need to set it up. In order to use it, let's just navigate back to our website into the page that we would like to add the table to. So in this example, it's the About Us page. I'm going to click on Edit with Elementor in order to open the Elementor interface that we all know and love. We're gonna wait for it, and here on the left side we can see all the Elementor widgets. We can scroll down to see all the new widgets that been added by Essential Elementor. All the EA widgets that you see are free. If you see a widget with a lock on, that means that it's available in the Pro version of the plugin. If you want to get the Pro version of the plugin, you can buy it for only $4.99, $4.99 in pluginsforwp.com. It's a great deal, and definitely use it if you see any widget that you would like to use over there. So let's look for the data table, and we're going to drag it to wherever you would like to place the table, and we can see immediately that we have a 4-column table with a header row and content row. Over here we can see, just like all the other widgets, we have 3 tabs: content, style, settings. Now here under the content we have 2 tabs that we're going to focus: the header, which is the blue line over here. When we expand this tab, we can see that we have 4 columns, and in our example we're only going to use 3 of them, so we're going to delete one. And here we have the option to edit the content of the header. So for example, I'm going to create a table with state, capital, and code. Okay, I'm just going to display like few US states just for the example. I'm going to change the content. Over here it's going to be the state code, just like that. And now we need to adjust the content of the table. Okay, so as we can see, we're done with the header. Now let's focus on the content, which is this gray row. All right, let's expand the content over here, and we can see that we have 5 elements. However, in the table itself, we see that we have only 4 elements. So how so? As you can see, the first element is a row, and all the rest are col. And that means the row is the horizontal line that contains all the items inside of it. That's why you don't see the row, but that's the parent element, that's the parent container of all the other items that come in underneath it. So if we would like to delete a column, we're just going to click on the X for the column and not the row. Okay, as you can see, the row is uneditable. We can't edit because it doesn't contain content, it contains the columns. But we can add and edit the columns. All right, in order to edit the column, just click on one of the items, change the text. For example, I'm going to create the first data to be California, the capital going to be Sacramento, and the state code going to be CA, just like that. Now we would like to add another state, right? But we shouldn't add column, we should add a row. So make sure that the row type is a row because we're adding a new row. And now we can add more columns underneath the row. Okay, as you can see, we added 1 column, and if we would like to match it with the other, we need to add 2 more columns. So it will be straightened up, just like so. Excellent. So now I would like to add New York. Okay, now, of course, the capital of New York is Albany. However, let's assume for this example that the capital of New York is New York itself. All right. In that case, we have 2 options to present the data. First option is just like so, with 1 cell for each of the columns. However, we also have the option to combine the first cell and the second cell, both columns, into one. by changing the left column of this one from 1 to 2, and that will take both columns, the left one and the middle one, just like that. That's assuming they have the same text, just like I explained to you with New York, right? So that's a great option to display the data. Now all we have left to do is just add as many rows as you need for your table. In our example, I'm just going to add one more by clicking on Add New. Again, make sure it's a row, and here I'm going to create one content cell and duplicate it to match the width of the table, just like that. And here we have 3 rows in our table. Now, best practice to go to Style, and under the content style, just paint the background color of the even and odd rows in a different color, so it's going to be easier to read. So for example, the odd rows can be dark gray, and the even row can be white or light gray, just like that. And that's how we create beautiful tables with Elementor.